Hello, today I'd like to talk about how to effectively transfer the energy you generate into racket head speed. We know we want to have racket head speed. You don't want to hit the ball like this, where the racket head is at the same speed as your arm. You want to unleash your racket speed so that the energy is transferred to the racket head. So today I'll give you some tips and drills for you to better achieve that. Similarly, for your serve, you want to transfer your energy effectively into racket head speed. So when in a trophy pose, you need to first do the leg drive to uncoil your body, turn your hip and shoulder and then elbow, and then you will swing upwards. But when you swing and pronate, the racket head should pass your hand. You don't want to hit the ball where your arm and the racket head at the same speed, like this. This is the same speed. You don't want that. You want the racket head to pass through first.
Then after you hit, you need to finish your racket, finish your elbow, finish your shoulder, and then transfer all the way to your front foot. But this happens so fast that it looks like one motion, right? It looks like we are swinging the racket, but actually you are at the very middle of the kinetic chain. You only accelerate the racket. So in terms of feeling of the wrist, the most important thing is you need to feel a sensation of stopping the arm and let the racket head pass, okay? Pass the racket head. So basically this will be relatively silent and the racket should pass. Same thing for serve, okay? For serve, for pronation, you should feel like I'm traveling up, and then I stop my arm, let this pass through, okay? Again, stop my arm, let this pass through. You should have that feeling.
So a very good drill to help you get that feeling is hit something that will stop your arm and then let your racket head pass through first. For example, you can hit a tennis bag, and the moment you hit it, your arm will stop, and then your racket head will pass through first. That will give you the feeling of transfer the energy from arm to your racket head. Similarly, you can do this for serve and pronation. So here, I will do one stroke where I go up edge on edge, and then another stroke where I pronate. And I'm holding a stuffed animal because it's soft but strong enough to make my arm stop for a moment. Then I can practice the pronation. As you can see, using this practice, my arm will move slow, but my racket head will be very fast through the contact point. So this drill will help you get that feeling of energy transfer. Another point I want to make is the difference of your feeling before and after contact.
Before contact, you should feel that your big muscle pulls your small muscle. Okay? Your big muscle leads your small muscle. Basically, you should feel that when I push off my hip, it drags my chest. You feel the stretch on my chest. And then when my chest stops, it drags my arm forward. And then my arm will stop, and that's my contact point. But after the contact point, things are reversed. You should let the racket fly, okay? So after the contact point, you should not be still pushing with your big muscle, okay? It's not big muscle lead small muscle. It should reverse. It should be the small muscle leads the big muscle. Okay. So basically, the racket head weight and speed should finish first. That's why I say finish first. And because of the momentum, you finish your elbow, then your shoulder, then the body. Right? So it's a very different sensation. Right? So you should use a heavy object like 2 rackets or a golf club. Or you can attach like a shirt to the top of your racket. And then you swing. But you should feel that after contact, this heavy thing is pulling you forward.
Alright, thank you. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.